r/AskReddit, what is generally more dangerous than people think? Driving. People whiz around at high speed in boxes, made of glass and metal, that could easily kill them, or others if even something small goes wrong, a slight swerve, a moment's loss of concentration, taking your eye off the road for a second. But people treat it like it's no big deal. Try cycling in a part of the country that isn't at all built for it. It's all the fun of driving, but all you get is an unenclosed human-powered vehicle weighing less than you do, which only goes about 20 miles per hour on flat ground. It is really bad in rural America. It makes me wish I lived in a city. Dogs and hippos. Top causes of premature death according to CDC. 1. Tobacco. 2. Poor diet and lack of activity. 3. Alcohol. 4. Pneumonia/flu. 5. Medical errors. Horses. They are a prey animals. You spook them, you could be seriously hurt. IDK, how many people would run past my horse on the trails, not even move over when I had her on the edge, and then pet her on the butt where she can't even see the person. I mean, they are so lucky they never got kicked. Former tree service worker here. No matter how dangerous you already think chainsaws are, multiply that a few times. Kayaking. Large herbivores. Moose, bison, African buffalo, hippos, etc. are far more dangerous than wolves, cougars, bears, lions, leopards, and the like. If a predator attacks you, it will give up if you fight back a bit, because it's just after a meal. If an herbivore attacks you, it thinks that it or its offspring are in danger and won't stop until you're dead. They also have more broad, less fine-tuned senses, meaning they'll have a harder time distinguishing whether you actually present a danger or not, and be less likely to care. In addition, land herbivores are generally much larger than most people think, and land carnivores much smaller, due to the energy requirements of maintaining a larger body, which makes it very easy for them to trample you to death. But the danger from any animal pales in comparison to anything else that could happen to you out in nature. Getting lost and starving, weather-related accidents, drowning, getting hit by falling rocks/snow/trees, those are the main killers. Any body of water more than a few inches deep. Mandolines, graters and other sharp kitchen utensils. Arm wrestling, I broke my arm. Sucking in helium to make your voice sound funny. Showering. Walking on a soapy wet slippery surface in the morning, when you're barely awake, with nothing but wet, soapy walls to hang on to, if you do slip. Totally safe. Old mines. I live in Colorado and we have hundreds of abandoned and defunct mine shafts in the mountains from the gold rush. A lot of them are marked off and well known, a few of them are preserved and have tours and security. But there are also a ton that are just out there, never monitored or kept up. People go hiking and find one and think, oh cool, let's go inside. They weren't terribly safe when they were operational, now that they're abandoned they're death traps. Sometimes people go missing out there, and the bodies aren't found for years, because they stupidly wandered into an old mine point shaft and either fell through the unsupported tunnel, or it collapsed on them. I mean, it seems pretty obvious to me, but I grew up around them out here. Every once in a while we get a news story about a tourist needing to be rescued from a mine shaft, and they're the lucky ones. Escalators. Your shoelace gets caught in one of those gaps and you're f***ed. Most American escalators are built with at least a couple fail-safes and are highly regulated, so you're not f***ed when something like this happens. China though, man, if I ever go to China I'm not using any escalators/elevators. The ocean. Giving birth. Everybody is talking about to make it a natural experience and all that crap. Most of the other mothers in my area are talking about birth at home and natural birth, but it's fact my son and I would have died 100 years ago. The real reason life expectancy got that high the last couple of decades is just nearly eliminating that high risk of babies and mothers dying at birth/giving birth by improving healthcare. Casual sex. So many possibilities to contract diseases, unwanted pregnancies, and to be hurt physically or emotionally. Seems like you're better off solo, or in a committed relationship, but casually being that intimate with someone has a lot of risks. Online hookups. I'd rather get down with someone I for sure know I can trust. The flu. Being reliant on everyday technology, and thinking it works like that everywhere. Drinking. Religion. Getting into fights. Movies, television, and hubris often make getting into a fight seem reasonable, like getting knocked down with a few blows is the norm. But more often than not, especially when the fight is fueled by pure rage, people don't know when to stop and won't. Not to mention all it takes is one wrong fall, or one wrong hit and you could be looking at physical and mental deficits for the rest of your life, given that you survive the excursion at all. Fights aren't easy, and we aren't indestructible. I had a friend get clocked one day after school BC of some stupid teenager shit, and he landed wrong. His right arm doesn't work that much, and the poor guy can't live without a caretaker, much less form a complete sentence. It's heartbreaking. Like and subscribe for more videos.